But that's not what this is about today. I'm going to be talking about 8 scales and modes that metal and neoclassical guitarists love to use. I've done a lesson on this before on my channel. You're watching YouTube, Mic to Brain 5538. So you can just go search scales for metal guitarist, and I've got over 1400 videos, so you can have a lot of fun going to check. Some of them are better than others, some of them are jamming, but let's go for it. So firstly, I'm going to be playing out of the chord of D major. The guitar's in standard tuning, but I'm going to use the chord of D major because metal guitarists like to play in drop D, which means they drop their E string up here to a D tuning. You simply do that by turning down the E string until it matches the open D string. But I'll keep the guitar in standard tuning, so I'm going to be playing predominantly just from the 5th, the A string, downwards from the 5th fret, which is the D note. So the first scale you want to know is the D natural minor, which is also known as the Aeolian mode, the Greek word, for the modes of the major scale. So firstly, you need to know what the D major scale is on. 3 notes per string. You got D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, then C sharp, D. You need to know your fretboard. Okay, but that's just in 1 octave on the A, D, and G strings. Now, so that's D Aeolian. The intervals are 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, back to root. You got that? Can't make it more simple than that. That's just in the 1 octave, then you can continue with that. Okay, that's D Aeolian, D natural minor. Then you got D harmonic minor. It's exactly the same except you add the raised 7th. Now what I mean by the raised 7th, that's at the 5th fret, the D note. It's simply the note below the root, the C sharp. Can you hear that? That's in 2 horizontal octaves. That is D harmonic minor. Simply taking the D minor, natural minor, also known as D Aeolian, the 3rd mode of the D major scale, and you adding the raised 7th, the C sharp. You love that sound, I know that. Okay, and just imagine it over. Now that presents a problem because I'm playing from D major to E flat major. So you saw in the D major scale and the D minor scale, I'm skipping that E flat note. So therefore you now play D Phrygian, which is the 3rd mode of D major scale. The musical intervals are 1. No prizes for that one. The E flat. Flat 2nd, 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, root. That's just in the 1 octave. Keep it simple for now. You can check the notes out. D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, C sharp. Remember the shape, but you can write the notes down if you want to play in the next octave. You want to target that E flat, the C sharp, and the E flat. And then we're going to play D Phrygian dominant. You're simply replacing the minor 3rd with a major 3rd. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, flat 3. Okay. So that was D major, the first three notes, D minor. So here's D Phrygian dominant. It's D Phrygian, but with a major third, that F sharp note. You can write down the 7 notes. D, E flat, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, sorry, I meant B flat, E flat, C sharp, and a D. That's D. You love that sound. That's Phrygian dominant. You know, guys like Marty Friedman, Joe Satriani, they use it. And I chucked in the raised 7th, the C sharp, from the borrowing from the harmonic minor scale. Now, that leads me to the gypsy scale. This is the, I'm referring to my notes. I'm going to give you a chart soon. The D gypsy scale. Now, D gypsy, the way I remember it, there's 2 ways you can kind of remember it to get these 8 scales and modes under your belt. The first way is to think of it as a combination of the harmonic minor scale and the Phrygian scale. So harmonic minor, starting at the raised 7th, the C sharp. But the Phrygian's got the flat 2nd, so let's combine the 2. Phrygian, but I added the raised 7th, so I'm combining it with a harmonic minor. So look what happens now to my fingers. On the A string, 3 in a row, represented on my chart by 3 dots. So there you have it. On the G string, you have those 3 notes repeating. Prize money there, because it's merely the octaves. C sharp, D, E flat, C sharp, D, E flat. So there you have it, the D gypsy. If you never knew that before, magic, eh? You could argue there's 4 notes, but that's how you remember it. Gypsy. That leads us to a more exotic one, the Hungarian minor. This is the 6th one in my series. So we've got Aeolian, harmonic minor, Phrygian, Phrygian dominant, the D gypsy, the D Hungarian minor. It is now like the minor scale, but you add a flat 5. Right. There's D gypsy. D, the 2nd, flat 3rd, flat 5. Now the key thing is here, look at my fingers. We've got 3 fingers in a row, this time on the D string. So D Hungarian minor. On the D string, you got 3 fingers in a row. With gypsy, you got it on the A and the G string. And you can argue with gypsy. If you're my age, you might recognize that. Dark lady. Now I'm going to go to the altered scale. D altered, where every note except the root is flat. So you got root 1, flat 2, flat 3, flat 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7, root. Everything flat except the root. 1, flat 2, flat 3, flat 4, next octave, and then you'll see how the magic will unfold for you. That's D Hungarian minor. As I said, you got on the D string 3 notes, and then the altered, everything flat. And now the melodic minor, D melodic minor, used by jazz and fusion guitarists a lot, but certainly metal guitarists as well. It's like a combination, 3 notes per string in this example. We're going to talk about the melodic minor has been a combination of the minor scale. So we've got root, second, flat third, and then like the major scale, whole tone, minor third interval, half step, then 2 whole steps, major 7 and 2 root. And you can do a lot of fancy things with that sounding chord. That scale, should I say. That gives you 7 combinations of modes and scales, and then with the band's doing something like that, playing that flat second interval, D to E flat in this example, or they just merely just playing D. You might start recognizing some sounds there. Now, if I keep that sound in your head, and then those 8 scales and modes and mix it up. And I find it easier to remember these shapes than it is to remember the notes, because if I moved it to I've got to remember all those alpha characters, so just trying to remember the intervals or the shapes. What could be simpler? I hope you enjoy this lesson. I noticed the previous lesson was quite popular. I promised you I was going to show you the chart. It's really basic, but it might help you. Try and get a close-up of that, and if you listen to what I said, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm looking back to front mirror image here. Phrygian's got the raised 7th. I can't read my own handwriting, I hope you can. D Phrygian, it's got the flat second, the characteristic note. And then we've got this one here, which is Phrygian dominant. It's got the major third, replaces the minor third interval. Then we would have the Gypsy, which has a the 3 consecutive fingers on the A and the G string, and then this one here, the Hungarian minor, has got the 3 consecutive notes because of the flat 5. You've got the 3 notes on the D string in consecutive order, and then you've got the altered scale where you've got your root and every other note flat, and then you've got your melodic minor, which is like that combination of the two, of minor, whole tone, half tone, popular, I've noticed, when I look at my favorite shredders, the sort of fusion, jazzy style players. And that's why I don't like just playing sort of 2-chord songs so much as I used to. Okay, I'm contradicting myself, because this is it. I have a lot of fun when I loop something like that, and I'm only learning to, because it takes time to remember all these things, I know. But I'm referring to this sort of stuff. You know, the old A and D and E, the 3-chord songs. I'm a bit, you know, you normally just use 5-note scales like pentatonic, you know. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with pentatonic. By the way, you combine what I've just shown you with pentatonic, especially when you get into 3 notes per string. You can have a lot of fun, you know, because pentatonics just unlock the fretboard for you. There's no doubt, especially when you're doing 3 notes per string. G minor. You need to know the 5 positions, obviously. Up to the 12th fret, there's 5. And then there's another 4 available above the 12th fret, you know, as you go to the 22nd fret. And there's 2 octaves horizontally as well, but you guys know that. But go back, make notes for yourself. This video is very important. It will get you outside maybe your pentatonic sound. If you're looking, like if I play something like by the late Tommy Boland. About 2 years ago, what scale am I playing? A lot of A minor pentatonic, but a couple of passing tones chucked in. You know, because late Tommy Boland was very a brilliant guitarist, but he was very versed in modes and obviously 3-note per string pentatonics, but he wasn't scared to play chromatic runs either. That's an octave. He liked octaves. You can have a lot of fun, eh? I encourage you to find out where all the octaves are. I encourage you to certainly know the fretboard. And my channel has a lot of notes like, can you guys play you know, a chord on 1 string? In other words, a triad. Here's A minor, A, C, E. There's E minor, E, G, and B. D major in 3rd inversion. You've got F sharp, so you're playing 3rd inversion, 2nd inversion, because you're playing D to the major 3rd, the F sharp, but you're starting on the F sharp, the major 3rd, to the perfect 5th, the A, and then to the D. And just look at this. You got E, G, and at the 22nd, 21st fret, you got a C. So that makes it a E. It makes it a C, C major in the 2nd inversion, C, E, G. But I started E, G, C. I hope I'm not confusing you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out intervals on my channel. Intervals, 3 chords played on one string, where I go through some of this theory for you, and I also show you how to play chords on 5 strings. Simply playing 2 triads, A major, A, C, E, and check out my channel for triads, and then A, C sharp, E. I've just played the same 2 chords, but in 2 horizontal octaves. It's called an arpeggio, if you're not familiar with this. So that was in the D shape, okay? Well, you've got a D there, but have you guys ever considered that a D shape might not exist in reality? Let me play you a C major here, like that, but putting my proverbial bar there. There's my D, okay? You see, I'm playing a C shape. So does a D shape cowboy chord actually exist in reality? That's for you to decide, because I'm merely playing, in my mind, a C chord. I'm sitting awkwardly, excuse the sloppy playing. There's a C major, there's a D major, likewise there's an E major, there's an F, there's a G. So you go think about it. When I said to you I'm playing A major, I'm really playing, let me just do that properly. There's your A major. There was, interesting, eh? Same with a D minor chord. If I change my fingering, is E minor. It's all to do with the triads. And there's an E major in the A bar format. I'm playing E, A flat, and B, which is root, major third, perfect fifth. I'm playing root, major third, perfect fifth, an octave. So when you see these guys like a lot faster, that's all they're doing, as long as you know that. We're not showing off now, but I'm giving you the secret sauce on how that super shredders look like they, you know what I mean. They go from the, you know, 1 second they're up here, the next minute they're down here. Bring those fingers in. Just giving you the ideas, not trying to I've taken a lot of your time now, but I'm not going to attempt to do it. Not going to attempt to show you the technicalities. I'm just showing you the positions. Now I was talking about A major, D major earlier. Right? That's in the alternative format. I'm going to do it in A major just for demonstration purposes. 3 notes per string. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this. Three different ways, okay? You need to know all these things because it's simple. I just can't stress to you, because I'm telling you that because I didn't know this stuff a few years ago, and it's really helping me when I just improvise and get to know a few a few jazz chords like A major 7th, A major dominant 7th, A minor, flat 3 flat, or A flat 3 flat 5, and you know. D major 7th, D dominant 7th, D minor, D diminished, D half diminished. You know, go work the intervals out from all these wonderful just improvising, and then you could do some beautiful little things. I'm not a jazz guitarist, but can you see where it's leading me? It's taking me outside the pentatonic. There's nothing wrong with it though, like you combine it with other sounds. And when you do this enough, like me, I'm discovering you're going to start hearing the sounds in your head, and you'll be amazed that when you lay down a few chords, you'll just freely improvise over it. Like a lot of my jams these days, it's just starting to flow. I was just telling my wife last night, I'm so excited because when I hear some music, or I hear it in my head and I lay down a few chords, often very simple, just to loop it and keep it simple. But then some of the things that are coming out are getting more interesting, I find. I hope you do as well. I didn't rehearse any of this. It's just, I'm just noodling while you view me, have some fun. I'm going to keep it a 30-minute video. If there's something you want me to cover for you, please leave it in the comments below. I do read all of them every day. I'm very prolific. You know, I'm going to be 66 in January, so I don't have all that much time. I've certainly had my share of arthritis, but I'm feeling in a really good mood this morning because I had a big sneeze. And as I sneezed, my core, as they call it, contracted. And my wife said she thinks she heard me from a kilometer away while I was out on a walk, a 4-kilometer walk to keep myself in trim. And whatever happened, after 4 or 5 literal months of agony in my lower back, the pressure has been released off my nerves. So I'm a lot happier today. I'm either jazz, fusion or rock specialist, or metal. But I like keeping my fingers moving. I love the spider exercise. Just try things that you haven't tried before. Okay, a little bit of bebop there. But I'm just noodling because to get my fingers to do something different. because one day everything will bolt together. But it's a long process, but it's very enjoyable. Thanks for viewing. I've taken more than a minute of your time. Thank you.